Don't be startled if you see a car on the road without a driver. The age of autonomous vehicles is upon us, and companies like May Mobility are propelling it forward. Today, I'm in Ann Arbor, Michigan to take this exciting career for a test drive.
Wow, thank you for having me here.
Sure,
First
yeah,
off.
we're glad you're here.
Yeah, so all this stuff looks amazing and really, really interesting, but I have no idea what any of it does.
We have some cool toys here for sure. You are surrounded by our autonomous vehicles here at May Mobility. This is our vehicle lab.
Wow, amazing. So who is May Mobility?
May Mobility is an autonomous vehicle technology company. The cars that you see here in the lab are the ones that we build. For our business model, we think a lot about transforming cities and giving people the opportunity to ride in these vehicles safely to where they need to go.
Why is this such an exciting field to be in right now?
For me, I think about autonomous vehicles and deploying them at scale as the moonshot of our generation, if you will. Autonomous driving, believe it or not, is actually harder than landing on the moon in terms of the computational problem, the engineering effort that goes into it. At the end of the day, we believe that our vehicles that are self-driving can make the world safer, greener, and more accessible. Today, if you are someone with a disability, it may be hard for you to get around. You have to rely on other people, right? And when you use an autonomous vehicle service, you don't need at least someone to drive you around. The car is going to do that for you. And what we're really proud of here at May is that we were also one of the first in our industry to launch ADA accessible wheelchair-friendly vehicle. And we provide that service today in a couple of cities already.
So tell me a little bit about these cars. What do they do? How do they work?
Of course. So there are a lot of sensors that enable the operation of these vehicles in an efficient and safe manner. There are combinations of radars and cameras throughout the whole vehicle. Here we can see a radar.
Yeah, I saw some cameras somewhere over there.
Exactly. There's a combination of LiDAR and cameras on every corner of the vehicle. And one of the main reasons we have them on, for example, the corners is so that we don't have any blind spots when we are driving. Here in this corner, we have another radar. And as I mentioned, the radar will allow us to understand how fast are other vehicles moving. Whereas a LiDAR allows us to understand a little bit more of what is the shape, what is the size of these objects. And a little bit more towards the front of the car, we can see a combination of cameras and another LiDAR. And that specific one allows us to better understand our environment and helps with something called localization.
As a startup that's pushing the boundaries of technology, I wanted to know where all of this effort is headed. Will we be zipping around in driverless cars anytime soon?
If I'm interested in getting into this, what does the future look like?
As the technology matures, it'll become a little bit more apparent what are the use cases that benefit society. And I think that that's the key area that I would like May Mobility to see occupying more. For example, making sure that these services can better coexist with the everyday life of people. For example, the idea of car ownership is no longer top of mind. So I can also see how that will have some impact in, for example, how cities are planned.
Yeah, I love that because I have a car and I hate everything about it, paying for it, so it's a great idea.
Yes, definitely. Having autonomous vehicle services that have a specific mission to bridge transportation needs, bring equity to communities, I think that will foster a lot of positive change.
It really seems to me like this could be great for communities that are underserved.
Exactly. That's the whole point, and that's where we want to tailor our efforts in making sure that everyone in different communities has access to multiple opportunities.
Yeah, I love that.
We've seen how a vehicle gathers information about its surroundings, but how does it use that data to navigate the various scenarios it will encounter? May Mobility has a team devoted to teaching the cars how to think for themselves.
See the cars moving? See what's going on here? There's some points
the
moving.
cars?
Yeah, those are cars. It's the same time. Data is the most important part. This is the data-driven work. We are collecting data, we are working around with the data, we are understanding the data, we are analyzing them, and eventually we are evaluating and improving our system using the data. So data is the key. For humans, it's really natural to capture the information, understanding the information around us naturally. But thinking about the little kid, they are trying to learn how to walk, how to run, how to interact with flowers and floors. They have to process in the brain, and we are trying to help the vehicle to understand, okay, what you need to do if there is a little bump on the road, right? What you should react to if there's a human. And you probably have to react to that differently. So that's how we use the data to train the vehicle. Ultimately, the goal of the autonomous driving cars for May is we are trying to help the community and the people who really need these transportation services and save their time, solve their problems. So we are helping the vehicle, and the vehicle can helping human in the
people.
end.
I love it. It's
So
a
that's
win-win
the
for
whole-
everyone.
Yes, that's the goal, and that's the dream for a lot of people here.
The team at May Mobility is rethinking the way we move by bringing AVs to communities across the US. If the idea of driverless cars becoming an integrated, accessible, and safe mode of transportation revs your engine, this could be the career for you.